Sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Sorry,
Good afternoon, sir.
so we missed 1 hour. So we'll have this test probably sometime later, maybe this weekend or sometime. I will schedule it in a convenient time, which will be easier for you to attend. So today we will finish the interfacing part, something on
Sir,
Sir,
in
could you
the
start?
end of the week, sir, can you place a doubt clearing class?
Sure,
Sir, at the end of the week.
definitely. Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Saturday, what time?
Sir, sir, we'll discuss in the group and tell you.
Okay, so no issues. So you already have that lab class, so we can extend it either prepone before that half an hour or after that 1 hour, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Course, Govinjit. You have any doubt? We can discuss now and we can take it forward, or on the weekend. Anything is okay.
Sir, quiz टा next week ଟିକେ ରଖିଲେ ହବନି sir, weekend ଟା ଟିକେ
Weekend କଣ କରୁଛ କି? Weekend ତ ଛୁଟି ଅଛି.
sir କିଛିଟା coaching ରହୁଛି plus sir ଟିକେ ପଢାପଢି କରିବାକୁ ପଡୁଛି ଅଲଗା subject ଗୁଡା sir ଟିକେ weekend ଟା sir ଖାଲି ରହିଲେ ଭଲ ହୁଅନ୍ତା।
କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ, ବହୁତ ସିମ୍ପଲ କୁଇଜ। ପଢାପଢି ତମେ କରୁଥାଅ।
Okay sir.
अरे for doubt clearing class
सर वीकेंड माने सैटरडे रे हबो तो
कोटा कोटा
सर वीकेंड क्विज माने सैटरडे दिन ही हबो तो संडे नो तो
देखिए मु शेड्यूल कला पर कहबे कि असुविधा नै मु
सर संडे टिके प्लान रोजी तो सैटरडे हेले बेटर होता
କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ। ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେଡ୍ୟୁଲ କରିବି ରାତି 11ଟାରୁ 12ଟା କରିଦେବି, ତମେ ଯୋଉଠି ବି ଥିବ ରାତିରେ ଘରେ ତ ରହିବ ନା।
sir Monday କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେମିତି ହେଲେ Monday second half ଚଳିବ।
ମୁଁ କହିବି ଆଉ ହେଲା। ତମେ ଯୋଉ କୋଉଠି କୋଚିଂ ଯାଉଛ ୱିକେଣ୍ଡ ରେ? Screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is one of the most important part of 8085 interfacing. That to interfacing with memory is most important. Why? Because we have same thing in 8086. Okay, the 8086 we got a chapter is interfacing with memory. So if you understand 8085, then it will be a lot easier for you to understand for the 8086. यदि 8085 रो किछि भी डिफिकल्ट अछि 8086 is just few things. Means if you understand it clearly, this will be almost just 5-minute task. Otherwise, you have to start it again for 8086. The interfacing manne ko. So what do we mean by interfacing? Interfacing means we know that in 8085 the internal memory is not there in 8085. We have only registers, but there is no internal memory. So when we discuss about memory, why we need memory? So whenever we write any kind of program, so we have to write the program in some part of memory. Whenever we write a sorting algorithm or input output algorithm or hexadecimal to decimal, जहाँ भी तुम program लिखे जाओ, you write it in set of locations. Right. So any program or any routine task, even for performing something, you need some kind of memory. Now the question is, if I want to interface or if I want to add that memory, so you can do one thing. I have already shared these two files, so you can also read it at your own desktop or on your mobile phones parallelly in case you don't follow from the screen sharing. So what we are trying to find out here is how to interface different types of memory and what are the things we should be taking care of. So in general, this is a 10 marks question in BPUT semesters or in your autonomous semester, which is generally conducted offline. So you just go through it attentively. जो भी moment है, if you have any sort of doubt, you just pause it. This is a very simple thing. Okay. So first of all, how much memory we can add. So that depends on the number of address line. So we know the number of address line 8085 रे कितना है 16 address line. So maximum memory we can interface is 64 KB because that is 2 to the power 16. So 8085 can support maximum of 64 kilobyte of memory. Okay. Next is what type of memory. There are two types of memory. One is read-only memory, one is random access memory. Remember, both read-only memory and random access memory both are important. We need some of it, right? What is random access memory and what is read-only memory? What is RAM and what is ROM? Even if in your desktop you say I need 4 GB of RAM and some external device, some BIOS chip. So what is the need of RAM? RAM will do the tasks in a real-time space. Real-time space means that is like a scratch pad. So you use the space or you use that memory and rewrite everything frequently. If you are keenly following on the progress of digital world, so you might be knowing that each RAM comes with a specific refresh rate and there is a particular frequency at which that refresh takes place. And even on the hardware side, the RAM sticks which is available in the laptop or your desktop, so that hardware sticks or that VLSI arrangement is different than our hard disks or our BIOS chip, ROM memory. On which things we need ROM? ROM is like read-only memory which is required to store the permanent things. Permanent in the things, let us say operating system of the chip, that you have to store it on the ROM, read-only memory, so that user do not need to change that operating system every time it starts the system or the PC. For RAM, it will be accessing those parts which the users can change. Okay. So basically, on the ROM side also there are different ways of ROM, whether it is erasable or electronically erasable. So some previous version were PROM. So there are different types of RAM memory and different types of ROM memory available. Our objective is what are the different types of RAM memory or ROM memory. So if you go to your syllabus, so we generally have like 2764 uh, on the 24 series and on the 64 series. There are two different series of chips, which is for RAM and ROM. Okay. So basically the takeaway from this slide is there are two types of memory, read-only memory and random access memory. And each part of memory needs to be interfaced with 8085. Now, what is the specification of read-only memory or RAM memory? So, when we go to market to buy a RAM, so the vendor asks what RAM. Okay, so you tell I need 1 GB RAM, I need 2 GB RAM, I need 4 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM. Similarly, for 8085, these are the specifications generally available: 1K into 8, 2K into 8, 4K into 8, 8K into 8. Okay. So there are some 1K into 4, 2K into 4, that type of memory is also available. Those are very less in nature. But these are the frequently used terms. Now we have to understand how to decipher these languages. So what is the meaning of 1K into 8? So 1K into 8 is not that 8 kilobyte of memory. Okay. 1K into 8 means each K means 1000 or 2 to the power 10. So 1K means 1 kilobyte of memory into 8 means 8 is the word size. Okay. Means each memory is of 8-bit size, because there are some memory sticks available which are of 4-bit size. So those specification we generally write it 1K into 4 or 2K into 4 or. So the second part 8 stands for each memory location size, that is 1 byte, and how many such 1 byte space available, that is 1K or 2K or 4K or 8K. Okay. So we'll directly jump into a program or an example, and we'll see how generally we solve a memory interfacing problem. Okay. Now suppose in your exam one question comes: interface 1 kilobyte EPROM and a 2 kilobyte RAM to 8085. So it can be anything. There can be a question like interface 2 EPROM and 2 RAM, or interface 3 EPROM and 1 RAM. So the question will be similar to this. Okay. So first is, okay, we have to interface two different types of memory. One type is EPROM, one type of RAM to 8085. Now the second part is it can further be modified, like we need, as we know, the microprocessor can access up to 64 kilobyte of memory, that is from 0000 to FFFF. So let us say at some point of time my design team or designer wants to access only specific range of memory location. For this case, let us say it is given the address allotted to 1 kilobyte EPROM is 2000 to 22FF. Okay. Similarly, you can assign for RAM any specific location. Let us say 2 kilobyte RAM is there, so you want to assign it to 4000 to 5000. So it depends. If that is given, then how to proceed. So in this particular case, there are two types of problem. One is already address is defined, and second is address is not defined. So how to start with, if the address is given or if the size of the RAM is given. So what are the things we need to take care? So we will go step by step. Again, I am asking you repeatedly, जो भी moment, if you have any question, you can just ask. So while presenting, I am not looking at the chat box. So better if you can ask, then I can address you at same time. Okay. What is the first step? First step is we need to understand what is the pin diagram in each memory, whether it is ROM or RAM. Okay. So basically they have same number of pins or same pins. Only in RAM memory, we have one extra pin which is called WR or write pin. Okay. So this write pin is an extra pin in only in the RAM memory. Other than that, all pins are there. Okay. ROM and RAM are same. So which pins are connected from the microprocessor side? From the processor side, we connect data pins. Data pins means data bus. What are the data bus? The 8-bit D0 to D7 or 80 to 87. At the same time, we need to connect address pins as well. Address pins. So connecting the address pins is little bit tricky. That is where the complexity is there. So we will take it or we will split it in the subsequent slides. But remember, how many number of pins required is defined by the size of that RAM. Suppose we have told you 1 KB EEPROM. So 1 KB means 2 to the power 10. Okay. So 1 KB into 8, the size will be 1 KB into 8. So that means we are connecting it to 1 kilobyte of memory. That means 1K is 2 to the power 10. Right. So we know there are 16 address bus in 8085. But at this point of time for this interfacing, we need only 10 address lines. That means A0 to A9 is sufficient. 10 address lines are sufficient. ଯଦି এটা 2 KB ଥାନ୍ତା, then it would have been 2 to the power 11. Then I would have gone for A0 to A10. So the size of memory will decide how many address lines will be used. Getting my point? Like here we have a 2 KB RAM. That means 2 to the power 11. 2 to the power 11 means I need 11 set of address lines. That is A0 to A10. Getting my point on the number of address lines? With 1 kilobyte of memory, then you go for 2 to the power 10 is 1 kilobyte. So 2 to the power 10 means we need 10 address lines. 10 address lines means A0 to A9. Similarly, for 2 kilobyte of memory, we need 2 to the 11. That means A0 to A10. Okay. So that is the number of address lines we need. Okay, so that is the first task. How many address lines are required? So 1 KB means 10 address lines, 2 KB means 11 address lines. Okay, now there is one more pin called CS, chip select. The same chip select pin which we had discussed in last class for 8258. The chip select logic will be same. How to generate chip select we will discuss today. Last class we haven't discussed how to generate the chip select, so listen attentively. So when chip select is enabled, that will enable that particular memory chip. Okay, so this chip select will be enabled depending upon the remaining address line that we will see later. Another pin is there, OE. OE stands for output enable. Generally, this will be enabled while reading from that particular memory chip. Let it be RAM or ROM. So this will be in both the cases. WR pin is the write pin, which is only available for RAM memory. It is not available for the ROM, because in only RAM we have the functionalities to write something. Apart from that, VCC and ground, those are the common pins to power up that piece, IC. So these are the common pins. Okay. So basically, we'll be connecting address bus, data bus, and control bus to memory chip. Okay. To connect address bus, data bus, we have already discussed that address pins will be taking either 10 address pins for EEPROM, 11 address pins for RAM. Which pins and how to connect it we will discuss. Okay, so now just we have discussed that address pins will be connected either 10 or 11. Remaining pins will be connected through chip select. Data pins will be connected. Now we will be discussing about the control pins. Control pins se kaun aaj? So we have read, write, and IO/M. These are the control pins from the microprocessor. Okay. Now for control pins we can connect it through a 3:8 decoder. Why 3:8? 3:8 decoder is like a simple decoder in which we can generate the signals like IOR, IOW, MEMR, MEMW. What is IOR? Input output read. IOW is input output write, memory read, and memory write. So what is this memory read, memory write? This is nothing but combination of IO/M and WR, IO/M and RD. So combination of those signals are becoming memory read, memory write signals. So let me show you that. So what is a 3:8 decoder? 3:8 decoder is like this circuit in which there are 3 inputs, A, B, and C, and there is 8 outputs. So depending upon this sequence, whether it is 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0, 1, this particular output will be 1 or 0. Okay. So that is the function of 3:8 decoder. So 3:8 decoder, suppose I want to generate memory read. So what I can do, I will connect A to write pin, B to read pin, C to IO/M, then take the Y1 output. So Y1 will be 0 when this becomes 0, 0, 1. So that means if I use a 3:8 decoder, so I will directly get these signals like memory read or memory write or input output read or input output write. So this is nothing but just some AND gates. Okay. So if this particular set of A, B, and C, these particular inputs are high, then activate the corresponding logic. Okay. So that is the function of using a 3:8 decoder. So we have to use the 3:8 decoder here because we are interfacing with read-only memory and random access memory. So basically we'll be using 2 signals, memory read and memory write only. We are not using input output, so we are using only 2 signals, memory read and memory write for this particular case. Okay. Now take up the first part, how to connect the EEPROM. For EEPROM, we need to connect the data bus part. Data bus is D0 to D7. Address, because this is 2 KB RAM, it will take 11 address line. For EEPROM, it is 1 KB, so it will take 10 address line, 2 to the power 10. Okay. Now, how to generate the chip select? Okay. Chip select, so already it is given in the question that, where is my question? Okay. The address allotted to 1 KB EEPROM should be 2000 to 22FF. Okay. So what is 2000? 2000 is in hexadecimal. If I convert it into binary, it will be 0011, then 0000, then 0000, then 0000. So this is the starting address and this is the ending address for the corresponding EEPROM. Okay. Now if I write it in same format, just look at this last 2 lines, 2000 memory location in binary expression and 22FF in binary. So I am just expanding. That means if you look carefully, What is the sequence? A0 to A15. So I have 16 bit of address line. Out of this 16 bit, how many address line I am using?
सर सेटा 0011 केमती हो 0010 होगा କଥା सर 3 टा 001
Yes. Correct. So it should be 00. 1 plus 2. So this is basically 33FF. Okay. So there is a mistake here. So this will be 3000 to 33FF. Okay. So let me rectify that one. This is good thing. Okay, by the time I'm just making this minor correction, you can just check. If you have any other doubt, we can discuss. Okay, so basically I've changed the number. This should be 3000 and 33FF. Then this bit pattern is good. Otherwise, I would have to change the bit pattern itself. So basically, is so whatever this 3000, if I expand it, so we get this bit pattern 0011 0000. And so once we get these bit patterns, and we already know that this 1 KB of EEPROM only takes 10 address lines. 10 address lines means 4 plus 4 8 plus 2 10. So up to this, up to lower order 10 address lines. If you look at this bit pattern, so we will only consider up to 10, A0 to A9. Right. Look carefully, A0 to A9, this bit pattern start with all zeros, ends with all ones. Whereas for all other address lines, that is A10 to A15, the bit pattern remains same. Can you notice the change? A10 to A15, the bit pattern remains same, 0011 000, 0011 00. Okay. But for A0 to A9, the starting address starts with all zeros and ending address ends with all ones. Okay. So whenever we are designing interface, this lower 10 bits A0 to A9, it will be used directly, or it will be directly connected to the memory chip. Whereas this upper 6 bits, excess bits, this will be used for design of chip select logic. So kemiti design kariya chip select? So this has to be connected in such a way that chip select will be triggered when this complement of A15 star, A14 star means the complement operation, A13, A12, A11 and A10 is triggered. Why A13 and A11 are kept as it is? Because this is 1. So what we are doing is complement and then AND operation. Dot means AND operation. Okay. So this is simply a NAND gate circuit. This is chip select will be based on this NAND gate circuit. Okay. That means this particular chip will be selected only if this particular bit pattern is present on the upper address lines A12 to A15. And only if this particular address lines are there, A12 to A15 in this particular pattern, then only we can say this memory is ranging within a range of what, 3000 to 33FF. Okay. So this is the logic for chip select. So on the same logic we can use to extend. So what will be the chip select logic for the RAM? RAM, we know this is a 2 kilobyte of RAM. So for 2 kilobyte of RAM, how many address lines we will be requiring? We will be requiring 11 address lines, because the 2 kilobyte is nothing but 2 to the power 11. Right? 2 into 1024. 1024 is 2 to the power 10. So 2 into 1024 is 2 to the power 11. That means we will be requiring 11 address lines. So we will be requiring A0 to A10. So this will be used. So after A10, whatever is there, that is used for chip select, A11 to A15. So it can be from 0000 till 07FFF. Okay. This is the address line for RAM. So we have taken starting address as 0000 because nothing was specified in the problem. Actually, the problem को जिबा से खाली specify ହେଇଥିଲା जे EPROM रो starting address is 3000 and ending address is 33FF. But RAM रो किसी starting address और ending address देई नथला. जति RAM रो था, let us say if they would have written that okay, starting address of RAM is 4000, then we would have gone with the similar logic of 4000 for designing chip select. Okay. So finally, how it will be? Chip select logic will look like this: A11 NOT operation, A12, and if all of them NAND get connected together, then it will design or it will give the output as chip select. This is for 2K into 8 RAM operation. Okay. So the final interfacing diagram will look like this. See, I just explained you very quickly, but I know you might have some doubts. So what I want you to do is go through the things. Jodi kichi bujhiyo or jodi kichi doubt is, just let us discuss, because I'm not able to understand whether you are getting the things clearly or not. So if you look carefully, what is there? So we are connecting the address bus and data bus. Data bus directly connected on bottom part, D0 to D7. Jodi EPROM achi, then only output enable. Output enable ta kote lagiyo memory read re. Karana EPROM means read only memory, iti write kariyar kichi nahi. Jodi RAM achi, then dita extra pin achi, output enable and write pin. The output enable mane read pin ta lagila memory read re, or write pin ta lagila memory write re. Now memory read or memory write kemti generate hochi by using a 3:8 decoder. Say 3:8 decoder re input kono input hela ABC. ABC is connected to write, read and IO/M pin of 8085. So that particular bit on the output side, which will trigger memory read bar and memory write bar, is connected to either output enable or write pin of the RAM and EPROM. Baki whatever is the, जदि हमें देखिए गोटे RAM रो टोटल नंबर ऑफ एड्रेस लाइन केते अछि 11 टा अछि, because this is 2K into 8. गोटे ROM रो एड्रेस लाइन अछि 10 टा 2K into, because this is 1K. Okay, so because this is 1K, so we can only connect 10 pins. So what we will do, rest of the pins we will connect it through the chip select logic. So same jinsa for RAM, we connect only 11 pins directly means directly from the address bus of microprocessor, and remaining jo 5 pin rahila, that we connect through a NAND gate with a logic to provide the chip select. Okay, so if the question is asked, draw a interfacing diagram of 2K into 8 RAM memory and 1K into 8 EPROM memory with 8085, which have starting address of EPROM from 3000 to end address 30FF, then this is the final answer what you should be doing. Any questions?
सर सैटरडे पचारिबो पढेकी सब
Okay, Saturday तो पढ़ के बच्चे एबे किसी एमती roughly you are getting anything which is
सर 10टा पिन काहे यूज होची ईपी रूम रे
so EEPROM, if I go back here, so what is the memory size of EEPROM? 1 kilobyte. To address 1 kilobyte, how many pins I need? 1 kilobyte is nothing but 1024, right? 1024 is 2 to the power 10.
यस सर यस अंडरस्टूड
Any other question? So this is very simple. This is not very difficult one. So after this interfacing and 8255, we'll discuss about.
So RAM ର frequency ଟା ଏଥିରେ ବୁଝେଇବ କଣ?
RAM frequency not connected in this context, but in general. So you have RAM ta केମିତି तमरो design होची means or what is the basic building blocks of this RAM? The RAMs are based on this capacitive banks. Okay, so RAM is designed not to retain any information for longer duration. Rather, it will just hold on to that information. So RAM रो बहुत गुडे different type रो RAM अच्छी जन static RAM अच्छी dynamic RAM अच्छी. The dynamic RAM मैंने तार गुडे refreshing rate अच्छी. So there will be particular capacitors which are charged and discharged frequently. तो जहाँ भी अच्छी random access memory जेहेतु अच्छी, so we are frequently reading and writing information to it. Reading and writing information in the sense, information means this will be set of data, right? Suppose we are storing some information, or think of a situation. The memory is data type range. Memory mane ko any device which retains some information. So it can be a flip-flop latch or something. So ଯଦି ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ flip-flop design କରିବି, that designing of flip-flop can be done in various ways. Okay. In one way we can store information is TTL kind of logic. In other way we can store information is based on capacitor charge. Jadi mu TTL type of logic karbi, that is like a permanent storage, like solid state device or those things. That means if the power is gone, that after that also sometimes it retains the information. जेमती तमे जदि लैपटॉप टाको स्विच ऑफ करके स्विच ऑन करिवो, still it will have that operating system. Or the clock and timing, or तमे गोटे मूवी सपोज गोटे फोल्डर रे सेव करिजो, that is stored in hard disk. So जदि switch off करके on करले, that information will be there. But what is happening on the random access memory? Suppose you have opened 5 documents now. तुम्हें Microsoft Word रे 5टा फाइल ओपन करला, then you suddenly shut it down. So when you reopen, it will not be there. Why? Because those parts of program was initially stored in RAM memory, and RAM is a volatile memory. So once
so ସେଟା ତ ବୁଝିଲେ, ଯେତେଟା ଟାସ୍କ ଆମେ ଓପନ કરવા parallel ଟାସ୍କ ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ RAM ର ସ୍ପେସ୍ ସେ ୟୁଜ करबो, बट फ्रीक्वेंसी ର एक्चुअली यूज ଟା कोन होची?
फ्रीक्वेंसी यूज हैला केते फ्रीक्वेंटली तमे ताको रिफ्रेश करूछ.
रिफ्रेश
In the sense, let us say તમે કહો છો microprocessor is running at 1.2 megahertz or 1.2 gigahertz, right? That means you are updating or you are doing a task with a digital clock pulse of 1.2 megahertz or 1.2 gigahertz, right? So that is the digital clock of the master. Now, can you retain or can you change the information on the RAM with that speed? The answer is no. The speed of the RAM is very slow compared to the processor speed. So केते फास्ट तमे RAM रे read and write operation कर परियो, that is decided based on this frequency or refresh rate.
Yes, sir.
The speed with which you can read and write. And all the speeds are definitely lesser than the microprocessor speed. If एक speed था, then you would have gone for same memory. एबे तमे नुआ सुनो तो there is something called cache memory, right? 1 MB, L1 cache or L2
Yes.
cache. So why that is coming? Because you know that RAM frequency or the refreshing rate of RAM is much slower than the frequency of operation of this microprocessor. So they have introduced some amount of memory inside the microprocessor, like 1 MB or 2 MB, which will work at the speed of microprocessor. So that is a change in the architecture itself. Okay. Why? Because they want to change that architecture so that they will faster processing, because L1 cache or L2 cache will be much faster than the RAM memory, but they cannot put that amount of memory inside microprocessor. Even putting 1 MB is too difficult. यदि गोटे बाहर 8 GB space रो RAM से दोचंदी, that size is much bigger than putting 1 MB inside that microprocessor. So these are all architecture point of view. But for your question, this frequency is the speed of operation of that particular RAM.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
तो जैसे सेठी इंटरफेस करियारे अधिक माने सपोज 4 KB की 6 KB एमदी सपोज किसी देथांता सर ताले केमती करथांता?
Good question. Suppose it is 4 KB, 6 KB or 16 KB thanda, then 4 KB hele keteta mate lagi thanda address lines. I would have gone for 2 to the power 12. So mu jetobale address line को interface करता थी, so I would have gone for A0 to A12 or A0 to A11 as address pins. Remaining ଯେତିକିଟା pin ମୋର ବଳି ପଡୁଛି, that I will consider for chip select. Same, ଯଦି 8 KB ଥାନ୍ତା, then 2 to the power 13 suppose, then 13टा pin ମୁଁ address line से connect करଥାନ୍ତି, बाकी जो 3टा pin ରହିଲା 14, 15, 16, that I will use to connect to chip select logic.
सर KB टा तकन सबले 2 रो पावर रे दबनी सर यदि किछि 2 रो पावर छोड़ा नंबर आसीयो
ना 2 रो पावर छड़ा किछि आसीयो नै.
ओके
Suppose okay, now suppose 3 KB asila. So what will be 3 KB? 3 KB is 2 KB plus 1 KB. So I will have 1 2 KB stick plus 1 1 KB stick. बुझला माने गोटे RAM मेमोरी जोटा में इंटरफेस करूचे तार भी कितना एड्रेस लाइन्स अछि. जेतबे में मार्केट को जाएंगे किणु चे, लाइक जेतबे में स्पेसिफिक एग्जांपल को जे गोटे तमे लैपटॉप रे RAM बढ़ाय को चाहू तो व्हाट यू बाय 1 or 2 or 4 or 8. There is no like 5 GB रो के RAM सुने जो or 3 GB रो RAM सुने जो नहीं, right? So you buy 2 plus 1 or you buy 4 plus 1 or like that.
यस सर.
But you can make 5 by using 2 different types of RAM sticks, like one 4 GB, one 1 GB. The same thing है period. Good. So these are some of the very good questions, I must say. How many question है? Okay, Jadki question है, we can end this meeting. I hope this is a very simple part. So do one thing. So we'll try to meet on Saturday. If you have any doubts, যদি কিছু ডাউট নাই, that means you have understood it easily, so we can have the test on that day only, Saturday, no more than Saturday. So I'll try to schedule it. So simple